Wanted to take a moment and talk about the ventilation in this crankcase system. So we run an inside of the car catch can, otherwise referred to as a burn down tank. And here's the fluid that we've drained in the last couple instances that the car has had high boost. This right here is the remnants of fuel that came out after all of FL2K. There was about this much oil, and after sitting for a few weeks, it separated and we drained out the oil, but you can see all the fuel that's left behind. This is roughly 6 dyno hits on the dyno, modulating the fuel, making sure that everything is nice and clean. And then here are the last 2 passes from the other night. You can see that the 880 pass, we have a lot of a lighter color. This is also water, a lot of condensation. The track was very, very humid that night. And then this was later in the evening, the 873 pass. That was a combination of fuel and some water as well, and some light amount of oil. So a lot of people who run catch cans that are just recirculating that then end up draining back into the block, you won't have the opportunity to separate these liquids, and you end up diluting your oil, overfilling the system, and then having a situation where your bearings aren't getting the proper lubrication, as well as other surrounding engine components. So you have all that fluid really dilute the race engine itself, and calls for a bad day. But figured it'd be a good little visual representation of what is actually going on breathing out of the engine, and you definitely don't want this kind of thing draining back into it. Off of the engine, I have 2 bungs on the front of the valve cover. That goes to a bulkhead on the firewall. That then goes to this large clear hose and goes to the burn down tank, secured by 3 mounting bungs right there and a single drain valve, ball valve at the bottom at the lowest point. It breathes out the rear of the car, and it allows for collecting all that unnecessary fluid, as well as alleviating any excess crankcase pressure. If there is an issue where the engine has to puke stuff out, this is meant to contain all of that and be able to keep it inside of the car, or at worst case behind the car, rather than being over the tire in a traditional battery location catch can. If you are interested in one of these catch cans, I do make them myself along with my own baffling design inside that's been working really, really good. If you're looking to have better crankcase ventilation as well as healthier isolation of fluids away from your engine, reach out to me and I'll get you taken care of. They're on my website, or just shoot me a DM.